Building your clientele can be very challenging if you're just starting out. It can also be just as challenging if you've been in the industry a while and you've found that your clients are tapering off, or maybe you've just relocated to a new city and you're starting all over. The strategies that I'm going to teach you in this video is going to help you jumpstart your career or reignite your current clientele so you can begin to get more clients. In this video, you're going to learn 3 strategies to help you build and grow your clientele as a beautypreneur. Hi, I'm Brenda Cotton Waters. I am founder of the Hair Artist Academy. I'm host of the Hair Artist Academy podcast and Hair Artist TV, and I'm a marketing strategist and business coach. I help you up your marketing game so you can get more clients, more customers, charge what you're worth, and have a greater impact on the world. Now, I'm actually filming this in my car, and I thought it would be a perfect time because I am on my way to see one of my VIP clients. And I was just thinking back on when I first started. Like, it's amazing that I'm here now because I freelance and I'm able to take clients when I want to, not because I have to, and I can do all the other things that I love, like business coaching and marketing and helping you guys grow your business. So it just gives you so much flexibility to become sought after instead of having to do the seeking. So that is what I want to teach you. When I first started out, I was out there passing out business cards and going to networking events and trying so hard to get people to book with me, and it was uncomfortable because I'm an introvert. Like, I'm not the type of person who wants to be out in the forefront. I'm trying to, mingle with people and conversate to build my clientele. And I discovered some secrets along the way that switched that. It flipped it around. So now I'm sought after and I don't have to do the seeking. So we want to have clients seeking you, and you don't have to go seeking them. So these tips will help you do just that. Now, we don't want just any clients. You have to be intentional about the type of clients that you want to attract, because what tends to happen is you may have clients, but they don't have the money to pay you what you're worth. Maybe they're cheap. Maybe they can't afford your services. And that is not what we want, right? Like, we want clients who have the disposable income to pay us what we're worth. Yes and yes. Okay, so let's dive in. Tip number 1, having a specialized Instagram account. Okay, so a lot of us are on Instagram. We're just having fun. Some of us have figured this out already, so kudos to you, big ups. But those of you who are just getting started, or maybe you're, like I said, you're relocating in a new city, or you're trying to get more clients on your books now, make sure you have a specialized Instagram account. And what does that mean? That means that whatever you want to attract, again, we have to be intentional. If you want to attract hair extension clients, have a specialized Instagram account just for hair extensions. If you want to attract hair color clients, or maybe straightening services, or shortcuts, or maybe you do braids, whatever it is that you want to attract, make sure you have a specific Instagram account dedicated just to that. I know that might sound crazy or counterintuitive because you may already have a Instagram account just for your personal use, but I want you, and it doesn't have to be a business account, it can still be a personal account, but go ahead and set that up today as soon as you finish watching this video. Now, what this does is it sets you up as an expert. And why do you want to be seen as an expert? Because people pay for experts, right? They pay for specialists. When a person, and if that is all you focus on, it's not that that's all that you offer, right? You can still offer all the other services, coloring, cutting, and straightening, and styling, and updos, and whatever it is you want to offer, but you have to pick one of those things that bring you the most money, right? And it brings it to you in the least amount of time. Sometimes that may not be the case, but when you set yourself up that way, people look at you differently. They view you like, oh my God, this person is amazing at what they do. I know they must charge a lot of money. So when they call to book with you, or they send you a DM, or they hit you up in Messenger on Facebook, or whatever it may be, they already know, they've seen your work. They see that you've done a lot of the things that they want to do. If it's, hair color, they see nothing but hair color on this page, and they're like, oh my God. If you're want to be a bridal specialist, they see nothing but bridal updos on this page, and they're like, this is the person that I need to go to for this. Okay, so what it also does is it gives you the opportunity to set higher prices, because when you're an expert or you specialize in something, you can charge more. So when you have this specialized Instagram account, it does two things. It gives people the opportunity to look specifically at what they're wanting, hair extensions, color, cutting, because that's all you have on your page. And then it sets you up as an expert so you can charge what you're worth. Tip number 2 is to have a specialized website. I hope you guys see where I'm going with this. So you have a specialized Instagram page, and then you have a specialized website. And on that website, whatever it is that you're going to focus on that brings you the most money, that's what your website should be tailored to. So again, if you set your Instagram up as a hair colorist or a barber or a bridal stylist, you should have a website that's specifically dedicated to that as well. Now, these are secrets that they do not teach you in school, because what happens a lot of times is you take all the services that you offer and you dump it on one site, and that's perfect, right? So if you already have a site and it has all the services that you offer, keep that site. That's great. But if you want to make big money, if you want to make the money that's going to give you the lifestyle that you know you deserve, you have to set yourself up as a specialist. So you have a website that's completely dedicated to that thing that you want to do, and that's all it has on there. There's a blog that goes with it, and that's all you talk about on that site. Okay, again, people will pay you because you're an expert. All right, and there's certain things that you want to include on your website, like your About Me page. You want to include things like a consultation form so people can send in information about themselves and their hair, because when you set yourself as an expert, then you get to choose the clients that you want to work with. You might not take every single person who wants to book with you, because you need to make sure that they can afford you, right? So we don't want any cheap clients. Taking a consultation form online gives you the opportunity to scan through those clients and see if you guys are a good fit before you decide to take them on as a client. All right, tip number 3. Models. And this is for those of you who are just starting. All right, and this may work for those of you who've been in the industry for quite some time, and maybe you're ready to transition into something else, but you don't have before and after pictures of this thing that you're getting ready to do. Models, you guys, it helped catapult my career. Like, it helped just take me into a whole nother level. And there's a secret to having models, all right? And I'm not talking about fashion models or runway models. I'm talking about everyday women or men, if you're, you have men clientele, who can showcase your styles or your looks or whatever it is that you do. And what you're going to do is you're going to have these models do before and after pictures for you. And ideally, you want to find models who already have a social media following, like they're already on Instagram or Facebook or wherever it may be. But they have people who are already following them, because you're going to use them, tap into their following, and have them do your marketing for you. Okay, so you essentially look for these models, and there's some places that you can look specifically. One that I highly recommend is colleges, because usually you can find people who have a leisurely schedule so that they can come to you whenever it works for your schedule, and they're usually pretty open to whatever you're going to do to their hair or any changes, and they're usually pretty easy about taking pictures. So you just let them know, hey, I'm going to offer you a service, a complimentary service. It's not free. It's a trade, right? So we're bartering. So essentially what you want to do is take before and after pictures of them so you can use it in your portfolio on your Instagram page, that specialized Instagram page, and on your specialized website. And then you want them to post it on their page and at you, mention you, and hashtag the name of your business, your salon, or your name, what have you. Okay, so you guys see how this works? You guys are it's going to be a symbiotic relationship, right? It's going to be where you guys are working together to help grow your business. So what's going to happen with these models is great, because it's going to help you build your portfolio. It's going to help you perfect your skill and your craft. It's going to get you exposure to a completely different demographic sometimes, because maybe some of the the people who follow them may not know anything about you. So it's going to give you that exposure that you need. And then it's also going to help you build your Instagram page and your website. Now, the last thing I want you guys to know about this is that once you start getting these models, and again, you don't have to charge the models, but they must do some work for you, right? It's a trade. Once you start building this up, you guys will start to see other people calling you like, oh my God, I saw the work that you did on this person's hair, or I saw this person's nails, or I saw a picture of the haircut. And then they're going to ask what your prices are, right? Whatever you say, always add and up to it, okay? So don't limit yourself. Don't say, well, I charge $65 for color. No, I charge $65 and up depending on the length and thickness of your hair. I like to do a consultation, and you can do your consultation by phone. You could even do your consultation through video chat or Skype, what have you, whatever works. You just, again, you want to make sure that client is a good fit for you, okay? Because you want to make sure that they have the time and the money to pay you what you're worth. All right. And lastly, you guys, there's one thing that I want to make sure you understand and you know. So a lot of people are already doing this. You're posting your clients on your social media pages, and I think it's amazing. You have videos. I think that's even more important. But what you're not doing that could cost you your business is you're not getting a signed model release form. You guys, I would hate to see you guys build your business and your clientele up to a place where you're on a national platform and you're doing it and you're making the money you want to make, and you're traveling the world and you're in demand, and then all of a sudden one of your models or someone comes out the blue from way back when and say, wait a minute, I helped you get where you are and I want a piece of that, right? Like they're like looking to sue you now, right? Because they're like, well, you used my pictures and you never paid me and blase blase. So you have to make sure that you guys have a signed model release form when you're posting your clients' pictures on your Instagram page, if you're posting it on your website, wherever you're putting it out publicly. Even though you've done that hair and that is your work, make sure you have yourself covered. Okay. Now that I put that out there, I'm sure some of you are like, oh my God, I haven't done that. And listen, I was there before, and now anytime I do models, I make sure every single person signs, right? So if anything ever goes down, I'm good. I am going to be teaching a Clientele Builder Bootcamp. Yes, bootcamp starts really soon. Look down in the description below to find out when the bootcamp starts. And then I'm putting together a client contract toolkit, right? And that kit is going to have everything you need. It's going to have model release forms. It's going to have NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. It's going to have a welcome kit along with a cancellation policy, no-show policy. It's going to have everything that you need to make sure that you're covered legally when it comes to dealing with your clients. If you're doing chemical services, straightening services, hair color, all of those things will be included that your clients need to sign so that you're covered in the event that someone tries to sue you and take you to court. So if you want that client contract toolkit, make sure you comment below. Put in the comments that you want the kit, okay? If you want the kit, I'll see how we can make that available pretty soon. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to comment and subscribe.